So we had Majin Gook, who was a failed experiment, and now we got Majin Do? What the hell is next, Majin Poo? What is going on, my Z fans? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Daima episode review. In this episode, before we begin, please drop me a like. I'll greatly appreciate that, and click the bell so you'll be the first to know about any new Dragon Ball Daima reviews or even what if I make in this channel. So now back to the review. So one thing that got me confused is the names. I guess they want to keep it the same tradition, you know, the Boo, Who, and all that crap, but really? Do? Majin Do? That just sounds so ridiculous. But when it comes to Majin Do, I want to talk about this first because it really got me wanting to speak about his appearance and all, and that is the way he looks. Honestly, we could have got a way better design. They decided to go use more Majin Essence. Apparently Majin Gook, the essence they used for him wasn't enough of a Majin Essence. It's the reason why he turned out to be a weak piece of shit. But now here you got Majin Do, who has the full essence of the Majin, and on top of that, they decide to bury the Saberman seed, not just 5 centimeter inside him or 10, they went all the way down to 20. So at first, Marble was like, oh, he could go berserk and destroy the entire whole demon world, but clearly when he came out, this guy was again a joke. He kind of was a mixture of Kid Boo and Fat Boo. Fat Boo because of the immaturity and the childlike, he's like, ooh, I want chocolate, give me chocolate, that's the first thing he wanted. So right there gave me a memory of Majin Buu. And then the way he is, like the way his clothing is and the way he kind of acts, is also a mixture of Majin Buu and Kid Buu. So like just off the bat, the way he looks was kind of again a disappointment. Majin Gook was a disappointment. He was so skinny. He didn't have the Majin Buu head, tail, whatever you want to call that. And now here, it's the same thing. You have him, instead he's fat. So I guess putting it 20 centimeters deep down made him become fat. And now they don't show if he has the power to, you know, absorb anything. Unless this one has the same thing as Fat Boo, he's able to go and turn things to chocolate and eat it and absorb it, or even throw his goo and absorb the person he's fighting. Can you imagine Majin Do absorbing one of the Takagami? And now what made this episode a hype was that we got a fight between Majin Do, a rematch. Since Majin Gook failed, Majin Do has to come to fight one of the Takagami, the first one who Majin Gook failed at. Honestly, when I saw that, I was kind of a little bit hyped, but then the way he fought, like I said, he gave me a Kid Buu feeling, the way he was fighting. He was just acting like Kid Buu. He did the same move as Kid Buu, but at the same time, his personality isn't like Kid Buu, it's more like a Fat Buu, so you had those two mixed fighting. So it was not bad, but the Takagami for this one seemed to be a little bit impressed and confused on Majin Do's power in the next move he's going to make, because he has no idea what he's going to do. So right there, I found it to be pretty interesting. Now, one thing I want to give up to here was when it comes to the Z Fighters. Looks like Neva, the Namekian, who was the one who was helped the first King Gama to go and turn everyone to child, decided to join the Z Fighters, which is pretty weird because he was a Namekian that was rolling on planet Namek, the only one there. And from there, he told everybody apparently Namekians have this special gift where they can only use it on good stuff, not towards evil. And then everyone looks towards King Piccolo, or everyone looks towards Piccolo because of his King Piccolo pass. The guy right there kind of cracked me up. I'm not gonna lie when it comes to that. But one thing that we learned right here is that these Namekians, they have the power to make the Takagami really strong. Apparently no Majin was able to beat a Takagami too. That's how strong it is. So I gotta give it to this Namekian. They're really special, and apparently the Dragon Ball were made for Namekian. Each time they do really good work, they're rewarded the Dragon Ball. But because people use it towards evil origin, or a lot of people came and started taking the Dragon Ball for their own evil reasons, it's the reason why Neva decided to go and make the Takagami, which makes sense. But now one thing I like right here was that Piccolo and him are automatically connected because they're both Namekian, and it turns out he knows Piccolo's father. So he doesn't know who Piccolo is, but he knows his father, and that's Piccolo's like, yeah, that's my dad. So that's pretty interesting to see those two kind of talk with one another. And honestly, I think it's pretty cool to have him tag along with the Z Fighters, because I don't know if he's going to snake them. He has that face where he's going to be a snake. Like, he's been like that since day one, always smiling and having that creepy smile. I don't know if you guys find his smile to be creepy, but I definitely find that shit to be creepy. But now one thing that's interesting here was that Vegeta straight up told Goku that this time it'll be me fighting the Takagami, not you. Goku's like, yo, that's not fair, but hey, he's right. You had your chance with the third one, let Vegeta handle the second one. And now that's exactly what happened. We see the Z Fighters make their way towards the second Takagami. And at first, the Takagami didn't take Vegeta serious. I found it to be funny too. Vegeta's like, hey, I'm here to fight you. Go, show me all. And the guy's like, hey, you're just a kid. Go back to your mom. But then when he saw Neva was with them, then he saw that Vegeta was serious. And the way how base Vegeta was handling his own against the Takagami, since the Takagami number 2 is stronger than the third one, the one that Goku fought, it goes based on levels and world. So Goku fought the weakest one, Vegeta's fighting the second strongest one. So I must give it to Vegeta. He did kind of hold his own. He was only in base form, and he was pretty much giving the Takagami some piece of action. You know, each time he tried to hit him, Vegeta was able to dodge that, hit him back. But one thing I want to go right here was the animation. I think the animation is very beautifully done. When it comes to Daima, it's amazing just to see them able to actually keep the fighting structure and everything. Inside Dragon Ball Super, they did a lazy animation where some scenes, it didn't look like it was Goku and Vegeta fighting. It just looked like some weird paint of people fighting. But here they made sure they did not do that laziness with the animation. So I gotta give it up to Toei Animation. They did an amazing job when it comes to the animation, when it comes to Daima. And then when we see Vegeta fighting, one thing that was interesting was that he got thrown into the water, and automatically everyone got scared because Vegeta countered a Karaken. And at first everyone was like, oh, it's a Karaken, but the size of that, and since Vegeta's a kid, he's so small, he could easily be swollen. There's the reason why he quickly tripped out. And when he decided to use base power, I was kind of hoping for Vegeta to go and transform to a Super Saiyan, but he did not do that. He just used more of his base power to escape from the Karaken. But that was the Takagami's plan the whole time. The second Takagami, the way he fights is that he makes sure he throws you into the water so you could be eaten by the Karaken. That way you cannot take the Dragon Ball, and that's exactly what he did. He managed to get Vegeta to bait him, and from there he kicked Vegeta hard, getting Vegeta to fall right into the Karaken's mouth. And right there it ended with, oh no, Vegeta's gonna get eaten. But come on, we all know that's not gonna happen. I could tell you right now, Vegeta's gonna go and transform to a Super Saiyan and probably blow that Karaken thing up. He's not gonna hold anything back. There's no way Vegeta will allow himself to be eaten by a Karaken. So the episode ended right there. So the next part, we're gonna have Vegeta coming right out and fighting the Takagami, while we got Majin Do fighting the Takagami. So next episode is actually gonna be pretty hype, my Z fan. I'm pretty looking forward to the next episode to see those two fight. Again, when it comes to Majin Do's design, I think could have been better. I was hoping to look like something like Super Buu, but much advanced version of Super Buu. But I guess they're gonna keep that for a trump card or so. Who knows? And the question here is, how strong can he get? Since Majin Kook was a failure and now Majin Do is trying to fight, it seems he's kind of be a failure too. He ain't that strong, but just to start the fight, you don't want to underestimate them. Could it be where we have a battle of Goku transforming to a Super Saiyan 3 to fight them? And honestly, my Z fan, I would love to see Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Daima. I don't want to see no fusions as a kid in Daima. Yeah, I don't think they should stoop that low to fuse, but I would love to see Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 going all out to fight that Majin Do or some new Majin that they end up making. That would be awesome to see. Maybe Majin Do ends up swallowing Majin Kook and one of the Takagami, which allows him to become really strong. Who knows? But all this will be answered as soon as Dragon Ball Daima proceeds, because the episode is pretty much going fast and at a good pace. And let's see how this goes. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you guys think about this episode? I'm going to actually rate this episode a 6.5 out of 10. It was pretty interesting. I enjoy the fact that now we have a beginning of a fight with the Takagami. So let's see how that goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So what do you guys think? And if there's anything you guys have with this video to talk about, please drop me a like. That'll be amazing. And if you haven't already joined the T23 family, what are you waiting for? Click the bell and the subscribe button so you'll be the first to know about any new what if or episode review I make, and you're part of the T23 family.